Oh, what is going on, guys? It's Mr. Banks coming at you live with another trade recap. Back at him for you guys. Now, today we hit QQQ puts for over 173%. And now I know a lot of people got clapped up today. And in fact, I even had a loss today. But I want to go over these trades so that you can become a more consistent and profitable trader. But go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of this educational content I put out on a daily basis for you guys. Now, today is Monday. We have the rest of the week. So if you did get clapped up, today was hard. It was. So let's take a step back. Let's take a breath and let's come back and kill the rest of the week. Now, let me go ahead and share my screen for you guys. As you guys know, we do always go over live trades that were taken. This isn't, oh, maybe I should have taken this trade. No, we are going over live trades that I took and our group took today in the Wolves of Wealth. First, I'll go over this QQQ banger for 173%. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is range trading. Range trading. Now, we don't always get textbook range trading. And in fact, we talk about it a lot, or when you start learning about trading, it gets talked about a lot. Range trading, you could call it box trading. It doesn't necessarily play out the entire day textbook like this, but today we actually got a textbook style range box trading, whatever you would like to call it. I mean, it was absolutely perfect. This would be in a book. If I were to write a textbook on trading and talk about range trading, this would be it, guys. What is range trading? Well, it's like a box, right? There's highs and there's lows. And how you trade it is you short the highs and you take calls off of the lows, right? So there's bounces off of the lows, rejects off of the highs, and it just goes back and forth in a range, right? In a box, we're in a range. So investopedia.com. Great website. If you guys haven't gone to it, check it out. They have so much on there that it's mind-blowing. It will help you. It really is the encyclopedia of investing. Go ahead, check it out. It's free. They have so much to offer on there. Range bound trading. That's where I got this little picture from, Investopedia, right? A range. We have our highs and we have our lows, and it creates essentially a range where we have pretty much equal highs and we have equal lows, right? And not going to be exactly equal to the penny, but you know, in a tight little range, it's going to essentially be equal highs and equal lows. So this is range bound trading, and that is exactly what we got today. So now let's go back to the QQQs. We have pretty much equal lows, right? Here's a low here. Let's go ahead and I will do this, right? So we pretty much have a low here. We have a low here. And we have a low here, right? So we pretty much have all these kind of equal lows, essentially, right? I'll go ahead and just put this as an equal low there. And then we also have equal highs, right? Equal high here. We got one right. Oh my gosh. One right here. And then we even had one at the end of the day, right? We even had one at the end of the day, guys, right? We're in a range. This is a range trading. Looks exactly like this, right? So where did I take this put and why did I take it? Well, what I was noticing was that we were in a range. That's why I'm making this video and showing you what range trading is. So once we came back and touched the top again here, right? We had the open, sold 2 times, and now 3 times. So we have a big level here at 367. We touched it for the 3rd time. Now, if we couldn't break out for the 3rd time, more than likely we're going to head down. If this was going to break out of the range by this time, more than likely on that 3rd touch, we would break out, but we didn't. We didn't break out. We rejected, and then we started creating a lower high. So where I exactly took this trade was, it was after we fell, we bounced up, and it was on this candle right here, right? It was on this candle right here. So what I was looking at, we were range bound trading. If we couldn't break the high and it was our third try, then more than likely that risk reward is now back to the downside to go create that equal low for another bounce, right? I mean, ever since the morning, we're, 7:30 to about 11:30. That's 4 hours in of range trading. And now when we had that third touch here and we couldn't break out of the range, I mean, this is showing you that that risk to reward is more than likely we're going to head lower and we're going to just keep in that range. Now, there was low volume today as well, but this was why I took that trade, guys. This was why I took that trade. Range bound trading, we're going to have essentially equal highs. We're going to have essentially equal lows. If we can't break out the high, you just reject, right? You just go short at the top and you go long at the bottom. That is how you play range trading until it actually breaks out of the range. Now, 4 hours in, we have a third reject where we couldn't break out of the range. And now we're creating a lower high here. The risk reward was now there. So we took puts and absolutely killed it to the downside. So guys, when I make these videos, when I go over trading, I know it could seem super, super complicated, but it's not, right? It's not. Let's make trading simple. Let's make it simple, right? You have to understand these structures, these patterns, range bound trading. Now, we don't typically always get range bound the entire day. In fact, we usually break out of the range at some point in the day, but today we had our range bound trading for the entire day, which is literally textbook right here. We don't get that too often. We'll get range bound and then a breakout either to the upside or to the downside. But today we actually had a range bound trading the entire day. So again, one more time, guys, short the tops of the range. You go long at the bottom of the ranges, essentially equal highs, equal lows. 4 hours in, third time touch, we couldn't break out. More than likely, we're going to head down. Was I expecting a full sell-off all the way down? Not necessarily. I was seeing if we were going to get a nice little bounce down, maybe hold this as support around 365.50 and then bounce back up. But we did get a nice sell all the way back down to about 64.50. So it was a big sell. I got a question asked in the chat today. How did you know it was going to sell off? I didn't know it was going to sell off, but looking at the structure of the range, third touch, we had a nice pullback here. I knew that risk reward was at least some further downside, and that downside would have been right here. So let's take a look. I mean, right, this was a nice intraday support, resistance, support, and you can find it as support again. So what I was really looking for was a pullback into this support here, the support intraday support resistance flip. We talk about support resistance flips a lot. This is where I was really looking for a pullback, but we got an even further sell, which, turned that base hit into a home run. So guys, I never know if I'm going to hit a base hit or a home run. No one ever knows. But all I knew was that the risk to reward was definitely for some more downside, especially after this third touch on the range, which we couldn't break through. We were showing weakness, right? I was looking for 365.50. We got an even bigger sell, which gave me the home run. But guys, I hope that made sense. Simplify, simplify, simplify trading. Now, I did say I did have a losing trade today. So let me go over that. It was in the very beginning of the day on QQQ. It was actually right here. So last week, we started to get trend days, right? We started to get trending days. What I saw here was, right, we retested that pre-market high. We came down. We held pre-market low. We held yesterday's high, right? We held pre-market low, yesterday's high, right? So sorry, Friday's high, which would be essentially yesterday's high. And then we had a huge push back up into that pre-market high. So what did I do? I took calls here expecting to at least go get that liquidity sweep at the top over pre-market high. It didn't happen. Normal market loss. Oh, well, right? We're going to have losses when it comes to trading, but I didn't let that affect me. That is one thing when it comes to trading, guys, is if you have a loss, do not let it affect you. I came back strong. I actually went to the gym after that. I missed this bounce. And after I missed that bounce, I rushed back home. I only live a couple blocks away from the gym. And that's where I actually demolished this QQQ puts for that banger. Seeing that we were in that range, staying in that range, getting that downside trade. Hope this made a lot of sense. Very quick, but it really is simple. There's not too much to talk about. We were in a range, rejected for the third time. We've been in it for over 4 hours. We were looking weak. I was looking for that pullback to 365.50, which essentially is Friday's high, right above Friday's high. But then we got an even bigger sell, which gave me the home run. Look for those base hits. Those base hits will eventually turn into home runs. Hope you guys appreciate this. Have any comments or questions, drop them below. I'll be sure to answer them for you guys. Until next time, again, my name is Mr. Banks. I will see you. Let's all have a great rest of the week. I know we all can be amazing traders. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. All right. Until next time, guys. Love you. See you guys later.